So today I'm in Pasadena for the Front Row Card Show. You can kind of see it over yonder. We're gonna have a pretty good day. I have a pretty decent budget. I am buying for the Whatnot Card Show number 4. So we are gonna buy a lot of stuff. Everything you see in this video is gonna go in the Whatnot show. I just tripped, so I gotta focus. See you in there. So this is gonna be a really fun video. I got a lot of the type of cards that you're used to me getting, but I also pushed myself to get some bigger ticket cards. They're all going to be in the Whatnot auction. I'm pretty excited. Starting out, per usual, with these Topps cards. I like picking up these Topps memorabilia cards because oftentimes they're game-used jersey pieces, bat pieces. A lot of the Topps stuff, not all of it, you need to check, but a lot of it is still game-used, and that's awesome. I also like these commemorative token kind of coin cards. This is Ronald Acuna Jr., $5. I'm going to put this in the stack. He's the right player, and it's a dope-looking card. Oftentimes, the game-used Yankee stuff looks really good because of the pinstripe uniforms. You see a little piece of the pinstripe right there. It makes the patches look a little bit more cool. We always want a cool, colorful patch, so those pinstripes help. Here's a couple more pieces. We got Yuli, and we also got Nick Castellanos, a jersey card. And the Castellanos is a bat chunk. We're going to put both those in the pile. Here is another game-used piece, Randy Arozarena. This one is numbered, another Topps card. Cool. We're finding some cool game-used stuff in this box. Don't forget, everybody, when you get a stack of cards, ask for a deal. I got 44 here. Could you do a little better on them?
Yeah. Map cards.
Yeah, I like them. They do decent.
Right corner of the room. If you're hungry or thirsty,
That's what I like about the baseball. A lot of them are still game used.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but I think all those work.
everyone who donated prizes.
135.
35? Yeah, that works.
Yeah, you're Arbitrage.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
How
I
are you,
recognize the
brother?
voice.
Yeah, awesome, dude. How are you?
I watch your videos like every single day when I'm
Oh,
at work.
awesome, bro. I'm working on
You're
one.
in Florida.
Yeah, I'm everywhere.
You're
Dude.
everywhere, man.
I try to be.
It's my son. He watches your videos also.
Hey, buddy.
YouTuber, remember?
How are you? I'm Kerry. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'll Venmo you.
I'm retro vintage.
Retro vintage?
Yeah, and you'll see
You just do cards? You do other stuff?
Cards, clothes.
Awesome, man.
I used to do heavily clothes, but now
Are you out of LA area?
Yeah, I live in the Santa Cruz Valley area.
Awesome, man.
Yeah,
I love it down here. I got so many, like, not only just card friends, but like reseller friends out here.
I love your 702 car shop, man.
Dude,
that thing
go up there
hits,
when you
bro.
can, man.
Yeah, I am.
That's
man,
worth
one
the
day.
trip, and it's on the strip too.
And I
It's
see,
like
the deals.
5 minutes from the
Insane.
Luxor. I'm trying to buy some cards for my Whatnot. I'm interested in like the Stroud and the Caleb.
Which one are you?
The Caleb, the Pro Set, and the Stroud possibly. Maybe even that Kyler. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't know, like if you have wiggle room on those.
The certain ones I got wiggle room. I think like the last comp on this one was probably like 115, 120. That was like pre-Marvin Harrison, so I value a little higher, but I got some room on that.
Okay.
What would you want to be at? And like I see maybe we could come
Let's
up
see,
with
like.
something. Want to take a look?
Yeah,
at it?
let's look, man.
Want to take
So like I'll just tell you like the ones that I would.
Sure.
I'm curious about.
Oh, sorry.
So Stroud, these ones are kind of, as
They're
you
like
probably
all
know,
over.
they're all over.
Yeah,
It's just a 30. And then this one, you said the comps were around 110, 115, but then Harrison obviously.
Yeah.
So that
there was
helped.
like if you know the market, it was like a 20% decrease on this cards all over it. But we can meet somewhere in the Eagles fan. So if you get those other two, I got.
Let me see, kind of.
I do, but I'm holding on to them right now.
So yeah, it's on 130 point with the Stroud. He's kind of all over.
Yeah.
I mean, similar, because I can't find this exact. You know how there's like 1,000 freaking variations. 190. Throw out this one the one went for 125. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, just tell me where you could be at, and then I'll see maybe what we could do.
Okay. So I'm seeing the low is like 190.
I mean, see that for like non-pro.
Ivy's, yeah. So where do you think, like, where do you comp this one in your head, like based on what you're seeing? This three's definitely high. I would say, yeah.
Agreed for sure. Even though there is one that's like purple that did 320, but it's kind of a different variation. And then yeah, it's a different variation. It's from like a month ago. I'd probably be happy valuing it like a 250, but like I could give you like a deal if you take all three.
Okay, let's just leave that for there. And then what do you think on this one?
Probably like 140.
And what were you thinking on this guy?
I'd like to be at 150 on it, but if you take all three, I could come up with something. So let's say like, this is like 400 or like, no, 390, 490, 530. Can you do like 500 for all three?
So 500. So we're doing 250. 150. You're saying 5
For all three?
to 450?
I don't know if I could do 450. You don't know. You be in the middle?
Yeah, let's do it, man. If you've watched this channel for a little while, you could tell I was a little bit outside of my comfort zone. There was a $300 stickered CJ Stroud, $170 stickered Kyler Murray to 10, and that Caleb Williams Pro Set to 30 auto. All autos. I thought they were cool cards. We ended up negotiating a bit, and I got it all for $475. It's definitely not the same as bargain boxing. It's a little bit more nebulous, a little bit more up in the air. We're going to see how they do in the Whatnot auction, but I was excited to go out there and do something a little bit different, try to get some of those bigger, more interesting cards. It was kind of fun. I can see why people enjoy it. So speaking of this card auction, it is going to be a part of the Whatnot Card Show number 4 on June 1st, 6/1 at 7 p.m. PST. It's going to be a lot of fun, and if you've never used Whatnot before, you can use my code down below in the description. It will get you $15 free that you can use with me, or you can use with any other card seller or anybody who sells on Whatnot. People sell shoes and vintage clothing and comic books. Whatever you're interested in, you can use that $15 credit. I mean, I'd love you to come in the show and use it with me. I'd love you just to come hang out in the show, even if you don't intend to buy. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of people have already saved this show. And as you're going to see throughout this video, there's a lot of awesome cards that are going to be in this show. So use the code down below if you haven't used Whatnot before. It'll get you $15 free. So I have been to several front row card shows in Las Vegas, but this one in Pasadena is the busiest front row card show. One of the busiest card shows I've been to, just overall space compared to how many people were here. On Saturday, it was hard for me to even get into a bargain box. I had to do a couple laps and then just wait for a moment to get in. So it was a good day, I hope, for everybody who was selling. It was crowded. I did find a really good couple boxes here, so we're going to go in and do some digging.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Because the other one is the Wendy.
What's prices on the colors?
So yellows are going to be $2, magentas are $3.
Okay.
Everything else should be priced out.
Okay, right on.
Yeah. Dude, that's sick. I like the VIP. Is that
Oh,
what
yeah.
they give you that?
Yeah.
Dude, is it metal?
It is, yeah, check it out.
Dude, that's fantastic. That is so cool.
Pretty dope,
and you
yeah.
were number 5?
Yeah, no, they just gave it to me. I do content and stuff, so they just, I live up in Vegas, so they just gave it to me one day. I didn't know it was going to happen.
Sick.
If there's one piece of card show advice I can give to dealers is, if you're doing bargain boxes, color code it. That's the simplest way to do it. If people mix stuff up, which inevitably happens, we're going to know what the prices are, or at least put prices on your stuff in general. It's my biggest pet peeve at card shows, also when I go to garage sales and stuff, is when stuff isn't priced. I get why you don't. I totally get it because the market changes. But I think even if you're a little high on your, your price, just to get, so people have an idea of what you're asking, I think that helps at least as a starting point. And whether you want to actually bother, basically negotiating for a card or not. A lot of these autographs are right up my alley. A lot of, 80s and 90s guys. Josh Hart. I bought this when the Knicks were still in the playoffs, so I set that aside. It was a $10 card. So what I'm doing is I'm going to put a stack down, like you've seen me do so far this video, and I'm going to try to get a deal below the sticker price. So we're at 65
Hey, do you want
on
to buy
this.
that down?
There's a Leaf Kuzma 1/1 in here, Brooke Lopez auto. Some good stuff, some good young players too. I got 65. You want to double check? Can we do 50 on it? Let me see what you think. Trying to see if you can be around 50 on it.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude. I am interested. I know you're early on. I'll be here tomorrow. I would be interested in bulk buying this if you sell it in bulk. If you want to do that, I don't know if you do a lot of eBay or not.
I don't. I mainly do shows.
Okay.
I have no problem selling in a book.
Yeah.
I'm only here today.
Only here today?
Only
So yeah, I'd be interested in, honestly, any basketball box you have. I'm trying to just buy as much as I can for Whatnot, basically. So.
I understand. What do you need? So then maybe I can more or less get it in a...
Well, let me just see, like, for example, let's see this box, which would be like your lower end stuff. What would you be thinking on something like that? I'm open. I'd buy them all. But
obviously, because I know you need to make money on it too,
yeah,
I'd probably sell it at like 50% of what I have it at.
50%?
Because I know, so then that gives you more room.
Yeah.
Like the $3 cards would be like $1.50. Okay. And then like the $4 cards would drop down to 2, so forth, so on. So
and would you do that on this one as well? Like at 50%?
Maybe the jerseys, I might need to be more like at 70%, because most of the jerseys and stuff, when I buy them, I also buy them from other guys, but I generally try to buy at like 75%. So
yeah, I mean, so let me see.
If I can make a little bit of money off it, great, but I'm not like
I hear you.
a ton.
Let me see. Let me just look at this one real quick.
Because I know like, these are on top of, and there's more down here too. Some of them are numbered, some of them are not.
I mean, if we want to count it out, I'd probably buy some of this right now if you're down to sell it.
Yeah, you tell me. I don't know how.
I understand. Let me get. I got my stuff on your stuff. I'm sorry.
No, this is acrylic. You're not gonna break it.
So you're saying you'd be 50% on like this stuff? If I were to build something in like a box of like what I wanted the most, would you be at 50%? And then maybe if I threw this in, we could come up with a different price on these, like lower, maybe not 50, but okay. Well, if you're cool with doing that, I'll build something.
Yeah. The hard part is I don't know if I have I do have a box I could use actually.
Yeah, if you do, I mean, I'd be down. Yeah, that would work, man. I would do it.
Okay.
You don't mind me sitting here for a few?
Hey, I don't at all.
So he had a lot of basketball, which I was interested in. It was still like before Game 7 of the Western Conference and Eastern Conference Finals. So I'm picking up all these awesome Jokic's. They're half off, so they're like roughly $1.50 a piece. I was also hedging my bets. You're going to see me get some other players from other teams that were in the Western and Eastern Conference Finals. And also just cards that are cool, like these shiny LaMelo balls. His stuff can still do pretty decent for me on Whatnot. Those will be in the Whatnot auction. And look at these awesome, cool-looking Anthony Edwards. These did pan out as he's in the Western Conference Final right now. Some numbered, like to 100, Jalen Green. He had a pretty good second year. Didn't have the best rookie year, but his second year was pretty freaking solid. With my Utah Jazz out of the playoffs, I was rooting for the Knicks. Unfortunately, they didn't pull through in Game 7, but I did get a nice chunk of Jalen Brunson rookie cards. I'm a big Jalen Brunson guy. I like him, Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo. I just like that these dudes were role players, and they really stepped it up, and they're now, borderline stars. It's awesome. Had to get a Brandon Roy Topps Chrome rookie just out of respect. If you guys were around watching basketball, collecting cards in the late 2000s, he was the man. That was a cool Derek White for the Boston Celtics, numbered to 49. Lots of really cool numbered stuff in here. You're going to see as we go on some pretty interesting autograph stuff as well. Some really cool looking shiny Jokic's right here. That's like the shimmer or the shock parallel. This is a pink cracked ice. Just good looking cards. Always love eye appeal cards. In 1996-97, I wasn't really looking for Kobe rookies. I was looking for Iverson rookies. This is an iconic triple collector's choice rookie. I loved that card. Some of the coolest inserts from the late 1990s were these Topps Chrome ones. Pressure Points. It's a refractor, I believe. Gary Payton. Awesome card. Had to pick that up. It's nice to find these older relic jersey cards because they're actually game used. Mike Conley played with my Utah Jazz for a while. Good to see him having some success with the T-Wolves. At this point, that's who I'm rooting for. I'd like to see them continue to go places. Here's a Sam Cassell, I think Quentin Richardson duel. I love these duels and the triples. And one of my favorite sets ever from this era is the co-signers. It was like the 90s and the 2000s where it was like dual autographs. Another game-used relic of Kyle Korver. Another ex-Jazz guy. I'm not just picking Jazz guys, but I think that's cool. That's when he was an All-Star, or right around when he was an All-Star with the Atlanta Falcons. A game-used Paul Pierce jersey. A Hall of Famer, multiple-time All-Star. That's really cool. Boogie Cousins. He was a great player for many years. Kevin Love hitting a nice little patch of game-used basketball from stars and semi-stars. That's a duel. Mike Miller had kind of an underrated career. He was really good most of his career. As he got older, he was more of a role player, but the dude could score. This is from the All-Star game. I think it's like a warm-up. Antoine Jameson. Just because it's from the All-Star game, I think it's cool. Peja, dual jersey card. These are awesome. A Dwight Howard game-used trilogy card. That's awesome. And at half price, like $2.50. I think that's a pretty good price for a game-used jersey right there. Coming up, we got a guy who was a really good player that people forget about. He was traded for Kobe in 1996. Vlade Divac. That's a game-used piece, I believe, from when he was with the Kings. I think that's a cool card. The Kings probably should have won a title back in the early 2000s. Just didn't happen. Jimmy Jackson was an absolute bucket in the mid-90s, with Dallas especially. Great player. George McGinnis, Pacers legend. Walker Kessler, my Utah Jazz. Good young player for the Jazz. I maybe should have thought about that Ben Shepherd, but I passed on it. But I'm getting those three I just showed you. I love these. Like I said, I love like the 90s, the 80s stars. A lot of them are overlooked. They're signing more and more. And it just reminds me of the days of like the autographics. And you guys know I love autographics. He has a $20 sticker on this RJ Barrett auto. We're going to put it in the box and see what kind of deal we get. Here's another stack. Right there. So as he was counting, my GoPro died, so we missed the part where the total came up. It was $250 for all the cards I got. I got almost a whole row of a 3-row, so that was a pretty good deal, I think. And all the cards that you saw there and so far, and in this video, there's going to be a lot more video coming, is going to be on the Whatnot Card Show 4. I'm going to be going on at 6/1 or June 1st at 7 p.m. PST. Going to be one of the headliners. It's going to be awesome. I gotta tell you, I'm really good, I've noticed, doing this for a little while. I'm really good at finding like the lower end stuff, the bargain deals, but I wanna have some fire in this auction. So I'm gonna push myself to find some great deals on a little higher ticket stuff. For me, which might be 20, 50, 100 plus cards. So we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna go back in. I'm sure I'll find some more bulk deals like that, but I'm also gonna try to find some big hitters. That's the goal. We're looking at this Super, it's kind of cool. PSA 10 too. Couple Ellie's.
It was the first Super that I hit. Well, I hit it in a break.
And you got a 10 on it too.
Yeah. I got it. I was like, oh, it looks really nice. I might as well.
I don't know much about them, but
try to maximize the value as much as I can.
What would you be on the two 10s right there?
Let's see. So it's not from that specific card, but there's another blue from a different one the same season that went for. All these others are just like the base card. Let's see. Yeah, so that was a blue that went for 58.
Okay.
So, I don't know which one that was.
I'm interested in these three for sure.
Those three?
Yeah. So we're 75, 65, 150. What would be your best for all that? I ended up getting this Superfractor. First one I've ever bought. Honestly, maybe the first one I've ever held. So this is pretty cool. I've gotten 101s, but never a Superfractor. Got that for 100, and then these two for 130. PSA 10s. Tops now is the blue ones to 49. Ellie, it's cool stuff. That's when you hit for the cycle. So awesome. Thanks for the deal. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Pretty good box right here. Some really good players, low-numbered stuff, priced really well, $1 for OBJ. I think that was like 99 or so numbered. That was a cool triple patch right there. Mike Evans to like 149. Garoppolo for $1, numbered to like 75. J.J. Watts, Gronkowski, Terry Bradshaw numbered. And the coolest card at $5 was a Cal Ripken Jr. game-used bat. That's dope. For $2, this Joel Embiid, numbered to 99, color match laser. I also got a few more red lasers just because they were $1. Andrew Wiggins and also Ben Simmons. I know they're both not megastars. Simmons has not been playing well, but for $1 a piece, numbered to 99, I figured there might be some fans. A numbered Domantas Sabonis Prism for $2. I'm going to put that in the pile as well. Game used Jordy Nelson. I believe that's his rookie year too. A low numbered, maybe second year Marshawn Lynch. Decided to pick that up. We got a game used Bata Anthony Rizzo. This is a cool double game used piece jersey and like his glove, Alfonso Soriano, and also $2. Just a cool card to get for $2 and numbered to 75 gold, I believe, Cam Newton. For $1. Sign me up. Cam Newton's still fairly popular, even though he's out of the league. Once again, I didn't show you every card that I put in this pile, but let's see what kind of deal I can get from this stack. I think this is roughly like 60. Would you guys do 45 on this stack?
So I have 56 for the green. This one's going to be separate.
I'm sorry?
This one's going to be separate. So this is 56.
Okay.
So I'll do 50.
50, and then this one.
And that one, I have to do 3. It's not mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
This case right here had a couple cards I was interested in, so let's see how I do. Can I see that home field advantage right there?
Yeah, of course.
The home field advantage cards are case hits in the Topps flagship product. Pretty dope. Case hit. What would be your best on this and the Jordan? Do you have any room at all?
Do 30?
Yeah, I'll do it. Sounds good to me, man. So just picked up these 3 for 5. Thank you, I appreciate you. I got this stack for a little under sticker. The clay was $3 numbered. This is a numbered to 25 Franz Wagner for $5. And I picked up a couple $10 sticker items. I couldn't resist the Mitch Richmond. Grew up in the 90s, and a number to 49 Tua. I got it for a little under what the total sticker was, but it was a pretty good deal, and I really liked that Mitch Richmond. On to another box, this Ellie De La Cruz numbered. Caught my eye. It's $25 though, which is a little pricey, numbered to 250 purple. So I'm going to put that aside, try to add some cards, make a stack, and get a little bit better deal. The sticker though is 25 on the Ellie. Decided to throw in this Max Muncy that's also, I believe, to 250 for 3. A Lunar Glow Green Jackson Churio, one of the biggest prospects or rookies this year. $3 card. We're going to add a few more cards to the stack, then hand it over and try to negotiate the best deal possible. I think these top-loaded ones are like $1 a piece, so I got this Perez. Don't know much about him. I've seen him in Bowman products the last couple years, and I love these shiny Mojo 1988 styles. I also threw in a Bowman First Chrome of Zach Neto. I think I got 35 here. 35? Did you do any better than that on the stack? Yeah.
So let's see. 6. I'll give it to you for 25.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I'm with my buddy here, and he's got some stuff. This might be my chance to get some good deal on some stuff. We got rookies. We've got graded stuff. See what kind of deal. Look at this, Barry Bonds. This is really cool. Number to 100 auto. I honestly have no clue what that goes for. I'd have to do some research, but apparently there's no real comps on this from what he was telling me, but we're gonna make a little bundle deal here. This is stuff that you'll see on Whatnot, but there's some cool stuff. We'll see if we can get some of it. We'll try. So a lot of the prices are older prices too on these guys from the last big show. What was that, like 3 months ago? The last front row? Something like that. So we're gonna get better prices than this, but we're gonna see what kind of group deal we can get on some of this stuff, and it'll be fun stuff to put through the auction for sure. So we ended up doing a deal, everybody. This was 610, which, as you know, is rich for my blood, but we got PSA 10s, we've got Mahomes rookies, we got the classic King Griffey Jr., Torkelson. I like this Taurasi. Maybe the most interesting card is this Barry Bonds rookie, or not rookie, auto right here too, 100. I've never even owned any of these things. These are all going in the auction. This is dope. Altuve to 25. Cool lot, cool lot. One more card. Look at this. A bat piece. Game used. Hall of Famer Hank Aaron. I mean, how many of those are out there? Really, really cool stuff. Love it. So trade night's over there, guys. I'm just coming over here to show you a lot I just bought for 35 total for these 3 cards. A Kristaps Porzingis auto. That's dope. A Wemby rookie. I will always take Wemby rookies. And check out this, guys. Immaculate Collegiate Malik Willis. Still in the league. Backing up for the Titans, I believe. 2 of 3 player cap card. Super thick. It's just a cool card. Cool cards are the best. Here's another lot I got. This was $35 total for this little stack. So I got a little off sticker. This is a Shea rookie. It's an emergent, but it's still a Shea rookie. 2018-19, I'll take that. Another Shea. Got some Ants. You know, it's the Chronicle stuff, but Anthony Edwards obviously is super hot right now. It's cool to see his stuff moving again a little bit. This is numbered to 49, numbered to 49, pretty dope. These are game used. Picking up a lot of game used today. Donovan Mitchell game used, DeMar DeRozan game used. These are player worn, but still pretty cool. And then Zach Moss, University of Utah. I'm gonna sell this in the auction though, but still pretty cool. And a Debo to 49. All that for 35, pretty solid deal. I actually kind of like trade nights. I never had went to one until maybe 2 ago, like Burbank, and I've really enjoyed it. You can find some good deals. A lot of people who didn't have booths and are willing to make some deals on cards. So I definitely, even for low end, it's not just high end, even for low end, trade nights and mid end, I consider a $20 card mid end. Most people don't. I think it's worth your time. If you're going to a card show, check it out. Just picked all this up for $125.
Can I do 45 on there? Or you want it? Yeah.
Right,
Pretty
you
cool.
saw that
25.
45. Yep, that sounds good, man.
It's the power hour. The power.
I know, this is where we get deals, right?
Power 5 minutes.
So 125 for everything. You guys want to shout out? You guys on Instagram? Do you mind being on camera? Yeah. You guys on Instagram? You want to shout anything out?
Yeah, we're on Instagram.
Or whatnot or whatever?
Yeah, we're on Whatnot too.
Awesome. What is it? What is it?
So 941 sports cards for me.
941. Let's get them all, man. 941 Pop One Gyms. I love it. Awesome, man. Thank you guys for the deals.
Teamwork makes
Yeah, that makes the dream work. I think so. Look at the case. I didn't really look at the cases last time.
Luca, it's a number card. I could do 80. So it's all depending on the card.
Okay. I'll do 80 on the Luca. It's fine because he's in the Western Conference Finals. See if that works.
Yeah, that's why I brought these two out. I was like, I had them all in my closet at home. I was like, oh, they won. So 50, 40 bucks.
40. And then on those two, what would you be at on those?
These two. Since you're buying, I could do 80 for all three.
Let me just
you're buying in bulk.
Yeah, let me just double check, and it sounds good to me.
Yeah,
be fine. So these ones went low. These ones went exactly where you're at.
Yeah.
And he did go up a little. I'll just do it. I'll wing it. I'll see what happens. I'm fine with it. You're hooking me up enough.
Okay.
I might get something else. So let me see.
I didn't pull those out. So
yeah, I'll get those there for you. Then, so we're at 320, right?
Yeah.
Could we be at somewhere around 360 if I get those two as well? So that would be like 14 off sticker.
Can we 365?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
That'll work. Thank you, man. So the show is over. Just ended, guys. I got these last two Wimbies here. Paid $120 for the pair. It's, you know, I don't know. The comps are a little bit all over the place, but Wimbies and they're PSA 10s. So that's basically why I paid up for them, because they're 10s and Wimbies still pretty hot. So that is going to look at my Zion case, guys. I don't have one. I just put it in my bag. And my bag broke a little bit, so I had to move everything around. That's how it is sometimes, guys. Please come check out the show. It is going to be 6/1, June 1st. And it's going to be awesome. I'm going to put the time because I can't remember off the top of my head when the time is. It's prime time. It's one of the main shows. It's going to be awesome. All the stuff that you saw in this video is going to be in that auction. It's going to be awesome. Lots of stuff, bigger stuff than I'm used to. Please come and join us. It's going to be a big auction for me and a lot of fun. Hope to see you there. Here's a little bonus footage here at the end of the video. There are a lot of cards that are going into the auction that I did not show you. Here's just a few highlights. There's more. Chipper Jones, Millennium Mark. If you guys remember these, they only made 1,000 of these green variations with the Donruss signatures. I love the Donruss signatures. They're kind of akin to the autographics in the 90s to me. Chipper Jones, Hall of Famer. Ozzie Smith autograph, Cooperstown. I got some of these Cherry Blossom cards that are awesome. They're from the Japanese top set. We got a Corbin Carroll, Ronald Acuna Jr. A lot of stuff that you didn't see, guys. Come to the auction. It's going to be a lot of fun.